we've got some weapon builds for you today. So today we're taking a look at the 7.62x39 caliber on the AK platforms. I've got a budget loyalty level 2 build for you that also has some options that you can change, and then I've also got a meta build for you. The meta has changed recently as some of the parts that go on AKs have had their stats changed. It seems like Battlestate Games is trying to get the AKs to be a little more viable in today's Tarkov, which is mostly dominated by fire rate. And before I go any further with this video, I'm gonna say two things. Number one, spring for the good ammo. Now, if this was early wipe or something, and maybe you're watching this and it's early wipe, then you can use some PS ammo. 7.62x39 PS ammo is pretty good in the very beginning because it's a really heavy caliber bullet. But now where we are in the wipe that we're currently in, and then for those that were watching this in the future, we're at 0.12 right now. The economy is so out of whack, but even still, we're pretty far out from the beginning of the wipe anyways, and it's just not viable. There's too many people running, you know, tier 5 and tier 6 armor that you're never gonna get through with the PS ammo. So just buy the BP, it's worth the money, that's it. And number two, like the video. So here's our loyalty level 2 / budget option. I tried to make it budget conscious, yes, but I gave myself the restriction of making it loyalty level 2. This is for those that don't have their traders leveled up, or people that are, you know, more new to the game. And so this is just the base, and you can use any sight you want and any magazine you want. I will say that the Cobra EKP sight is the best option when it comes to being, you know, loyalty level 2 and budget and all of that. And also, the Cobra itself is a -2 ergo, but if you buy the eye cup for it, which you can also get at loyalty level 2 and below, it makes it a positive gain on ergonomics. You end up getting +1 because the eye cup itself is a +3. So that's definitely the best budget option you can go for when it comes to almost any gun. If you're making a budget gun, as long as it has that rail system up top, you can slap that on there. But for recoil stats here, we've got a vertical recoil of 87 and the ergonomics at 55. And this is without the magazine in it and without a sight on it. But let's show you a little bit of a recoil test here. Not on single fire. Now, as you can see there, there's some other bullet holes there. That's actually from the meta build, which you'll see in a little bit. But you can see kind of the difference, and it's really not that bad. You just really need to be conscious of when you first start firing, that first jump is the biggest, and then it'll just kind of hold there. So if you can remember to, as you go full auto, just pull it down slightly and you'll be right on target. Now, to build out the loyalty level 2, I have to uncheck this here because it, for some reason, wants to add the gas tube every time. But the total cost is going to be 85,634 rubles. This is without the sight and without a magazine. It does come with a magazine. That one is a -4 ergo. That's up to you. You could just use that. Like I said, very small changes to ergo is not that noticeable, but 85,634 rubles for something this valuable is quite a steal. Now, there is a couple of options, as I said, with this. You can use a different magazine, but it is a little more pricey. It actually costs dollars because you would have to buy it from Peacekeeper. But it has a slightly better ergonomics. So the one that I have here on the regular build out of budget, it's a -3 to ergonomics for the magazine. It's a 30-round magazine. If you wanted to go a little bit above that, you could buy this from Peacekeeper. I believe it's $34 for the 30-round magazine here. And it also has a -10 reload penalty, I guess you would call it. Like, it reloads slightly faster than if you were reloading into a regular magazine. In my opinion, if you're going for budget, it's not worth it. There's not a real need for that. The ergonomics boost of 1.5 is not much. You will never notice that. And then you also have another option that is this kind of the same thing where it's a little more expensive and you only gain about 2 ergonomics for it. That's if you decided to switch out the polymer stock and recoil pad for an AKM lock and a PT1 Classica stock. So you can do that, but the difference in price is pretty stark. And as I said, it's only a 2 ergo bump, which really isn't worth it. So with the polymer stock, it's about 2,255 rubles, and the recoil pad comes out to 3,522 rubles. So, you know, somewhere around 6,000 rubles, you've got what is on my base here. But if you want those 2 extra ergonomics points, well, it's going to cost you. The AKM lock is 3,668 rubles, and the PT1 is 13,522 rubles. So about 17,000 rubles there, and all you're really gaining is 2 ergonomics. Not worth it at all, an 11,000 ruble difference. Nice nade. And in the background here, you've seen some footage of me getting kills with this budget build out. It really does work. Now I'm using BP ammo. Like I said, you got to be using BP ammo, but the recoil is very manageable, and this caliber of ammo really does well against good armors. Now that's a valid option, but as I said before, you know, in today's Tarkov economy, a lot of us are very rich. Bitcoins has sent the economy to the moon, and money has never been easier to make in Tarkov. And that's even with the recent nerf they did to the sell value of Bitcoins with therapists. So let's spend some of that money on the weapons for the Chads, a meta build. So here's your meta 7.62 AK. It's an AK-103, which is the best of all of the 7.62 AKs as far as base stats are concerned. So let's take a look at the stats, recoil and ergo here. The ergonomics at the base are 73, and your vertical recoil is at 59, a low 59. So here's some footage of the recoil at single fire again. Much tighter groupings than the budget option. The first shot jump is not nearly as intense as it is in the others, and then, like I said, tighter groupings, and even with the hip fire, it's pretty accurate. Now the price of the meta, if you wanted to build it out, this is going to be the base price without a sight, without the laser, without a magazine. But you're looking at 149,286 rubles. But this thing is a monster, and the recoil is basically nothing. You can rip through people very easily with this weapon. So there's your builds. Get out there and try them. I had some pretty good success with the budget option, as you saw. And the changes that BSG have made to the AK platforms is definitely for the better. I'm definitely seeing a lot more people running AKs out in the wild, even like 5.45 AKs, which is taboo in Tarkov typically. You know, that caliber has not been that great, but now that you can get more shots on target, it's kind of becoming a little more viable. And I'll probably do a gun build for one of those coming soon. So once again, please like the video. That really helps me out a lot. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I stream Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, but sometimes that fluctuates. If you follow me over on Twitter, I give updates on that kind of thing there. But that's on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're a subscriber, you'll see it pop up. And we've got a Discord if you want to join that to just chill and talk with people, or if you want to post photos, memes, clips. There's music recommendations. There's all kinds of things in there. All of these links are down in the description. I'll see you soon.